Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your host, Yeet, and today's episode is going to be sponsored by Hatfield Gun Company. It's going to be a simple tutorial video of how to break down the PAS. This is a 410 right here, but it will also be the same for the 12 gauge PAS. So we're going to go ahead and disassemble it, clean it, and put it back together. So let's get started. So first things first, safety first. So go ahead and make sure the firearm's clear. So no live shells here. And let's check the magazine tube, and I can see there's no live shells in the mag tube. So we are all clear and ready to go. So first step, we'll go ahead and actually remove the magazine cap right here. And once you remove that, you can actually, what you could do in an easier way, kind of push the bolt almost forward, right about there, and you can actually go ahead and just pull the barrel off. It's fairly simple. Pull it, and just go ahead and let's set that aside for now. We'll go ahead and work on that in a little bit. So what we're going to do now, we're going to pull out the pump handle here and the bolt and the action bar. So the action bar would be this piece right here. Well, the bolt rides on. You go ahead and lift the bolt, and the firearm is now field stripped. And so go ahead and I'll start cleaning from the receiver side here. What I like to do is go ahead and take the some clean cloth, go ahead and give this a nice wipe so we get that nice and clean. You can also get inside the receiver. If it gets very dirty, you will get some carbon buildup here. So if you may want to get in there, you can go ahead and wipe that. But usually you shouldn't have to clean the inside receiver unless you shoot a lot with this firearm. Then you can actually go ahead and use some Q-tips or something smaller than this to actually get in there and clean it well. And once you have, of course, we do have our mag plug here, and that's something you can keep in mind. And go ahead, I'm going to keep that in there for now. So once you're done with the receiver and the magazine tube here, once you clean this outside, we can put down the receiver right here. What I like to do is the bolt usually gets pretty dirty. Right here, you guys can see it's pretty black. So what I like to do is just go ahead and wipe it. So let's get all that grease and carbon building out of it. So I wipe the bolt face and just the bolt overall, just to get everything out of it, all the excess oil and the fouling. And once that is done, and when you think it's dry and nice and clean, so we got our bolt right here. You guys can see it's a lot cleaner than before. We'll get to the lubricating part. Now we'll move on to the action bar here. We'll go ahead and wipe that. And not much here to clean, but where the bolt rides will get dirtier, so I'll just clean that. It's fairly simple as far as cleaning and maintaining this gun. It's a fairly basic gun, it being a pump. So since we wipe this down, it's nice and clean compared to before. So we're done with that part, and we can move on to the barrel here. I do see the choke is a little bit out, so what I'm going to do is actually just hand tighten this. So it's nice and snug there, so it doesn't get in the way. And you can always use your choke tool for that. So what I'm going to do is I have my cleaning rod right here. I have 3 patches, so I'm going to go ahead and grab 1 patch. And today's video, I'm also using the Hops 9 solvent. So same thing, if you guys had owned another Hatfield shotgun, you would use the same steps as far as cleaning the firearm. Go ahead and pour some solvent on the patch, get nice and wet. And then you would grab your cleaning rod with this attachment right here and run the patch through it. So it's about 50% in, like so, pretty much. And grab the barrel from the breech end, go ahead and insert your cleaning rod, go all the way through, kind of a couple of times. Right, we want to get it nice and wet so it breaks down the carbon buildup. So you guys can see. I'm going to go ahead and put this down so you guys can see better. Right here, you guys should be able to see it. It is fairly dirty. We got some of that carbon building up. So what I like to do personally, I'll just go ahead and remove this attachment and throw on, you can use a polymer brush too, but I like to use a copper brush or a brass brush. They're a little more abrasive and it cleans a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on there. So screw this in, boom, and same step here. So we'll go all the way through from the breech end. So go ahead, go all the way through, come back, go all the way through, come back and out. So once we get that done, that agitates the rest of the carbon buildup inside the barrel. So we'll go ahead and remove this attachment now and insert our other attachment that we're just using. Go ahead and remove this. What is coming out from here? So let's tighten that back up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use 2 clean patches, but you can also use 1. Just want it to be a better fit here. So go ahead and stack them up, run them through here, and pull them through about 50%. Now, same steps pretty much. Go ahead and grab the barrel from the breech end all the way to the muzzle end. And then let's get that stuck in the choke tube again. Okay, there we go. And go all the way through, all the way back, and through and through. There we go. So I'm gonna place the barrel, so I'm gonna show you guys again. See, we got that majority of it out. So what you would do is basically repeat the same steps till you get clean patches, so your patches don't look like this. So once you repeat this step, and you can always do it multiple times. So what I mean by that is you can run maybe 2 solvent patches, run once with the brush, and then go ahead and use a clean patch twice, and then just keep repeating the step till again it comes out white and clean. So once we are done with that, we can actually move on to lubricating the firearm. This firearm does not require much lubrication. What I'm going to use is Hops 9 Black. It is a fully synthetic oil, so it's not like Rem oil, so it wouldn't really dissipate. So that's why I like it. I'm going to go ahead and use that. What I like to do is I'll go ahead and just put, actually, just so we are more precise here, we can use another patch, but what I'm going to do for this video, I'm going to use, go ahead and put some on here. So, a couple of drops there. Now I got some oil here. So what I would do, I'll just go run over where kind of the contact surfaces are. So go ahead and touch those, so get those lubricated. So where the bolt rides, the bolt will kind of slide back and forth here. So I want to get that nice and lubed. So we got that part done. A little bit around the action bar, you can see where the contact points are on the left and the right side. So go ahead and hit those. And underneath, of course, and then now the bolt, I just simply lightly lubricate overall the whole bolt underneath it, where it would right here kind of go onto the action bar on the side and on the locking block up top right here. But what I don't lubricate is the bolt face, so I'll go ahead and leave that dry. So this piece right here, I will lubricate. The rest is kind of just easy lube on the whole bolt. So lubricate it, all right. And same thing on the magazine tube, I'm gonna go ahead and slide lubricate it. That will just kind of increase the lubricity on the magazine tube. So you get a nice smooth pump there, and also decreases the wear on the magazine tube here. And what you can also do is put some oil inside the receiver if you would like to, just a little bit in the channels. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and drop 1 drop in there inside the receiver where the ejector would be. Just 1 drop, and that will kind of help the bolt, lubricate the whole receiver. So we're gonna go ahead and assemble this firearm. So check action bar, place the bolt on top, and what I like to do is I grab the firearm and slide it in the magazine tube through into the receiver, and go ahead and hit this button. Hold the button down so you can get the bolt back in. Gonna have to wiggle a little bit. Might take a little bit convincing here. Let's see. 1 moment here. There we go. Okay, took some convincing there. Now we got it all the way back. We can actually go ahead and push it forward about, I would say, halfway, just so we can insert the barrel here, about right there. And we'll go ahead and grab our barrel and guide it through the magazine tube. maybe lift it a little more up. You guys can see the barrel extension there lining up with the receiver. So we got that, the top lining up with the magazine tube. Go ahead, insert the receiver, make sure it's all the way in. And then we can go ahead and grab our pump handle, pull it all the way down. So the bolt is all the way back, and we can go ahead and tighten our magazine cap right here. And once you tighten that, we're good to go. Let's test the function of the firearm. Go ahead and send it forward, make sure it locks. So locks, that's a good thing. Safety off, and let's see, dry fire. Pump once, reset trigger, pull, dry fire, pump it again, safety on. See, it's not fire, safety works. Perfect. And now the firearm is cleaned, disassembled, reassembled, and ready to go. We've checked the firearm. So that being said, that will be it for this video. It's a simple cleaning video. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that notification bell if you guys want updates on our newest videos. And as always, thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next one.